Hello.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Gil. 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 Hippie.
Happy 420 to all who blazed it out there. Fröhliche 420 an alle Verbrenner da draußen.
What the? Why do I have 2 spoons on my desk? That is very chilly. That is not where the spoons go. The spoons go in the mouth. Oh, blah.
Peekaboo.
Oh, yo. Boga ba. Hello. Wait. Hang on. I just say your emotional sports bra. I just say your emotional sports bra. Yes. I'm going with that. Sure. Oh god, no. Hello. Oh god, this is a good start. He had raring to go. Yeah. Emotional sports bra. That's me. Holy shit. Hello. I may or may not have been like Teo gets emotional around breasts. Yes. Indeed. I may or may not have been like in bed until like 5 minutes before stream was scheduled. It's good to see the concussion has gotten worse. Indeed, hi there, Brutus Ratus. It has. Oh dear. Hello. Man, I was so close to just being like, hey guys, how about we just don't today? It really is one of those situations where, like, you know, where you tell yourself that you want to just do the things that you want to do, right? Just you know, I've been forcing myself too much to just do this whole thing, you know, in a way that seems right, like in the way that is like, yes, this is what a content creator does. But you know, been forcing it too much, and when you force these things that are supposed to be like, you know, genuine, then they aren't genuine anymore. So there's that. But also, you do kind of need to force yourself a little bit. You do kind of, you know, if you know, I guess it's like one of those things about like anxiety and depression and stuff like that, right? Like where they kind of tell you like, okay, but what if instead of doing the things that we would enjoy doing, we just kind of, you know, lie around all day. How about that? Lie around and also watch videos from like very fruity gay dudes. I've watched a few videos today by like, what's his name? Blake Jennings or something, and it's been an experience. I will say that. There's a fine line between forcing yourself to do things and have the discipline to maintain commitments. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Blah. Discipline, huh? Interesting. I guess the thing about discipline is that like you decide ahead of time that something is just very important, right? Something is actually very important, and you decide like, even if I don't feel like it, this thing is going to be important. So you know, regardless of how I feel, I've got to at least show up, right? Hang on, let me say hi to everyone. Connie, congrats on being first. I saw you there. I saw you in chat before I even went live. Which, just to be sure, like I don't make a habit of like looking at the actual list of like everyone who is online, but it does show up like automatically as soon as I mix it up. So yeah, I just saw like, oh, there's someone in addition to all the bots. Hypermetallics, hello. Rev, hi. Yeah. Wow. Okay, hello. Suba is here. Hello, Suba. Tutti, fruity, snooty pooty. Oh, snooty poopy to poopy. Those are some good sounds, I know, right? Happy Easter to those who celebrate, and happy not Easter to those who don't. Or, alternatively, happy 420 to all who blaze it out there. Fröhliche 420 an alle Verbrenner da draußen. An alle Verbrenner. Sure. Hi there, Cat. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. You're lucky you're a goat because we eat roast lamb on Easter over here? That is, oh no. I guess I am lucky. That would be some real body horror if you just... I'm not gonna bring up that image. You know what? Let's move on from that. Hi there, Buggo. How are you doing? 4:21 in roughly half an hour for me. Ooh. Good morning, afternoon, night in the future. Ah, my favorite emotional sports bra, yes. The concussion has indeed gotten worse. It has indeed gotten worse. Brutus Rattus, hello. Brutus Rattus. Good day. Bogo is good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear Bogo good. It's nice to see you more often in chat again. Yeah. That was me the past 2 weeks. Aw, dear. I hope it's no longer you. I hope. And if it is, then I hope you can move on from that soon. What should the subject be today? Cause And I guess an idea I had earlier was like becoming myself. Because like I talked a little bit about like with Nasu about like my decision to just kind of, you know, give up on doing this as a job. And you know, she was kind of glad to hear that because she was already quite, you know, kind of skeptical about, you know, about that, because she's been places, you know, with like her career, and then was like, nope, this is just my place where I have fun with my friends. My friends who are just kind of this mass, this writhing mass of people. That's not her words. That was mine. That was my take. Actually, no. She's like actually really good at like telling people apart and like remembering details about them. That is, I wish I could be better about that. Oh dear, I'm getting some dropped frames, ain't I? Just a couple. Hang on. Becoming myself? Goat? The fuck? What? What's up, Kay? What do you mean? Fear is a good subject. Always nice to open about those things. Oh. Oh. Goat transformation. Oh. I see TF and I think the fuck. I don't know what that says about me. Also, Gusto Belgo, hello, hi. It is indeed a very cute emote, yeah. Drawn by D, who is indeed wonderful. Love your reaction to my nonsense. Already 21-4 here. Well, you have lost your chance to blaze. Something that is bullshit blazing. Still my heart is blazing. Da 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 da. You world order, you. Soon you will know. We already know the smell of the game. Yeah. This is the last week I'm in Perth, Australia, before I return to Singapore, so some nostalgia there. Been here for around a month and a half. Ooh, man, that's a long time. So, have you just been lying around because, like, you've been relaxing? Like, honestly, like, you know, I've been saying, you know, like, the theme today is gonna be just me going to bed or something, but, like, honestly, like, rest. We've definitely had that subject before, right? Have we had rest before? Have we done rest? I can't remember. Hang on. By the way, on my YouTube channel, there are, in fact, playlists now. Imagine that. I've made playlists. I still need to like properly arrange them so they show up like on the first thing, on the main page page. Yes, but also hang on, playlist. Now I can check out what is going on here. Mental health. No, that is something different. Where is it? Introspective Art. Introspective Art. Yes. Did we do rest? Rest? No. I guess not. Also, fear? I mean, fear is not a terrible one. Like, you know, this is always relevant. Fear is like, you know, like I said, it's one of those things that keep you from doing and being as you want to do and be. It's the mind color. It's the thing that says like, you know, enjoying life sounds great and all, but how about instead of that, we just don't and just be miserable? Sounds good to me. You love it here? Good. I'm glad. But more like making plans to study there, so cooking up things? Ooh. Ooh, that's exciting. Making plans to study in Australia. And maybe in striking distance of a certain Dorian? That would be nice. That would be very nice. To strike a Dorian and like have it like jiggle. Fear also doesn't have to be something inherently bad. Some people have fears they know are silly, yet have them still for reasons they might not know. Oh. Wait, what is that? What makes that not inherently bad? Like, I don't see the connection between those two statements. Like, fears that are silly? I mean, like, obviously fear doesn't have to be inherently bad because, like, you know, it has a purpose. Yeah, it keeps us safe from danger. It's just the way that you said that makes it sound like the fact that some people have fears that they know are silly. I guess, maybe because like the reasons are actually legitimate, even if they can't place their finger on them. Maybe. He lives a big distance from me, but hopefully. I messed up my wording, but you got there in the end. Okay. Interesting. I mean, yeah. In that case, that would be something very important to, like, True. Like, it would be important to take stock every once in a while and be like, okay, I seem to be afraid of this thing. Now, why though? Why am I afraid? Like, not even like I'm afraid of this thing, but rather like, I seem to be getting nervous in this situation. Like, I seem to avoid doing this and this and this and stuff. So what's up with that? Is there some fear there? And if so, of what exactly? And then you can work with that and be like, okay, now that I know that, like, well, I understand. I can, you know, first of all, forgive myself for that. Say, okay, that's understandable. And, you know, then see, okay, what is the actual legit danger that could come from that? And how can I avoid that while still not, like, curtailing... Is that the right word? Well, not, like, limiting myself. I wouldn't hold out hope. He's been very busy and hasn't had time to talk to basically anyone from online. Blah. Yeah, there's a lot of things to be like that are legitimate sources of kind of, you know, fear, of worry. But, yeah. Aw. Pet, Connie. Big pet. Okay. So, suggestions for subjects we've had, becoming myself and fear. Becoming myself, hang on, I don't think I finished that thought entirely. Right, I was talking to Nasu about it, and yeah. That talk brought to mind something that I heard from another VTuber who was like in just survival mode for a long time, and then talked about having to kind of relearn to be a person again. And that felt very real. Like, the survival mode thing is very, very real to me in my experience. Always just kind of feeling like I need to desperately do these things. Because, like, otherwise, I don't know. The brain just makes up that, like, it's like vitally important. And I don't know, you just kind of don't give yourself the chance to just live. You just do things because you would enjoy them, or just self-actualize. Just, you know, all those things. Hello, dummy. You would never. Okay. Gosh, I wish that Dummy would show up. They're always such a nice presence to have around. Yes. Hi there, Kashka. Thank you for the care package. That reminds me. Where's my drink? Drink. If the world's killed me, I don't need a new world honor you. Soon you will know. We already know the smell of the game. Thanks for the affection. I mean, where did this affection come from? God, what a mystery. Okay. Switch. Oh, that looked uncomfortable. Okay. Ooh, any more suggestions for a subject? I mean, yeah, I don't know what I want to draw today. I feel like part of me feels like I really just wanna like lie down for a while and just stare at the ceiling, because I haven't been giving myself enough time to do that. Well, not specifically like staring at the ceiling or something, but just like having like moments of silence. Like, yes. Yes. I recognize schuldige Ausrüstung, Originaltonspur. You do know, recognize that. Thanks for the vibe check. Vibe check. Yeah, that's. I mean, that is the vibes. Part of me just really just wants to go lie down and be like, bleh. But you know, I owe it to everyone involved here to at least, you know, do a little thing here. We're gonna do a little thing. It's gonna be good. Yeah. 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 Okay, let us poll. What subject? Subject is gonna be FEAR or becoming myself. Gonna give it 2 minutes. Yeah. Like, yeah. Cause I don't know if I need to like explain becoming myself. But like, you know, it's a process, isn't it? You know, being who you are, figuring out who you are. and making decisions, and then realizing that maybe those decisions weren't like the right thing after all. Maybe those decisions changed the situation. Maybe it's like one of those, you know, whatchamacallit, one of those quantum situations where like observing it actually changes the thing itself. I was thinking to draw alongside 2 random sounds. I mean, sure. Maybe next time. You've heard of drawing to music. Now get ready for drawing along to... I am just a cat in disguise, ain't I? Floppy-eared cat. Oh no. Oh no. We have a tie, but I didn't vote yet. So, but guess I'm breaking the die. Yeah. Tell you the cat VT confirmed. Alright, let's go then. Becoming myself. I mean, there are ways to combine these things. Like, the process of, like, trying to figure yourself out is always wrought with fear. And, you know, fear is always wrought with, like, you know, the struggle of becoming yourself and, like, trying to negotiate your way around, like, all these things that you want to avoid in life. Have you ever had this feeling when you were becoming win problemlessly, but then the problemless problem become not so problemless after all, and you become sadness realizing that your problemless win has a lot of problems and it was not win after all? I don't know. I have to be real here, I don't know. And could you explain the feeling using like words that like a 5-year-old would understand? Have you never had a problemless win? No. I don't know, maybe. Like in Smash Brothers, maybe. But even then, the fact that it wasn't a problem was kind of a problem because it was too easy. You know? How do you know when you are you or what the you is, right? Problemless win is a win without problems, yeah. I imagine so. Yeah, how do you know when you are you or what the you is? Like, I don't know, I think you is just kind of like a, you know, a product of the things that you do. But also like, I guess more than that, but also like, I guess it's like, not just like the product of the things that you do, but like you also reflecting on yourself, doing the things that you do, making them part of your identity, right? Yeah. And you're like, you know, you do the thing a few times, and then eventually you're like, ah, yes, I'm the thing doer. And yeah. Teiyu smashes his brothers? Yeah, I smashed my brothers so hard they don't exist. Alright, well, Tinka appears. Tink, 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 tink. Let me bring up the thing. Bring up the thing, and then we can start the other thing. Yes. I can start the countdown timer. Oh, by the way, do I need to explain anything for anyone? I don't think anyone is here who hasn't taken part yet. What's the stars? I don't know. I don't know what the stars are about. Beep 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 and beep 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 beep. There we are. Okay. Watch the stars. Here's what I meant by all this. Have you ever had the feeling that you were winning, but then something unexpected happened and you lost, and then you were sad because of this? Well, yes. I would guess a shiny, as that's not usually how one is denoted in the games. Oh. Really? In the game, the shiny is revealed after catching, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this real quick. Oh. Ah, Miller's jowl. Hello. Thank you. I designed it myself. My proudest achievement. Hello, welcome in. Event spawn. Oh, but what's the event though? What is the event? I think meow is supposed to be like meow. Oh, right. Miller's meow. Just call me Miller's. Okay. Meow. Oh. Alright, that would make sense in certain like systems of pronouncing things. You know, like in Dutch or in Swedish or in German, of course. But in German it's spelled with an I. Dutch, okay. Is meow like Dutch? Yeah. Dutch.
Meow.
Norwegian. Oh, Norwegian, yeah. Okay. Meow. Are you yourself right now, or is you a separate person of yourself? I guess what I'm saying is, do you feel like yourself with or without the camera on you, or both? Man. That is the deep stuff, isn't it? Am I myself right now? Well, yes. I am myself right now. Of course, myself is like malleable in like the way it expresses itself. You know? Like, in other situations, I could still be myself, but it would come across differently. Because in other situations I might be like more inhibited in some ways, less inhibited in other ways, you know? And might be trying to do different things. I mean, yeah. Like, also like the thing about, you know, discipline, like that plays into it. The fact that, you know, I'm kind of forcing myself to be here right now because I have decided that it's a good thing to be here right now and do this thing. If just for a little bit, even though I'm not really feeling it, you know, even though part of me just wants to be like over there. Otis does not appear to be around. Is becoming myself important? Can't I be someone else that's way cooler? What if I'm already the goodest? Because I am the goodest. Well, hang on. That is a lot of questions. So yeah, I would say that there's like, that there is a me behind the expression of myself that you're seeing right now. That is like kind of a constant, not a constant, but like a process that is, you know, that is shared between all my different expressions of myself. And yeah, I mean, obviously, like there's different aspects to it. Like I'm trying to channel someone who I think is cool, you know, like kind of an ideal version of myself. Because an ideal version of myself is a guy who is like very smart and always has cool things to say and stuff like that. And then, yeah, I'm trying to channel that by like saying things that try to be smart and stuff. Even though, again, like, part of me would just kind of rather be over there and just shit around and not do that. Anyone knows how Tay likes to be drawn real quick? Very magenta. I don't know if they've shared, like, their drawings before on the Discord. But yeah, maybe. That reminds me of something. I think there is a book of it, but it's about humans and the masks they wear depending on the situation there, and masks is an interesting little point there. Like, is this a mask? And does that mean it's artificial? I mean, I am factually wearing a mask, right? Like, you know, this is not my real face, believe it or not. But, it's a mask that I made myself. According to my own specifications. Well, I didn't make it myself, but I did design it myself. So it is of my own making, so it's kind of like an attempt to channel part of me that I want to be more real. Like, that was what was behind this whole thing in the beginning, is that I was in a situation, like I was in a mind space for a long time where I grew really frustrated and hateful, and I didn't like that, and I wanted to be more like that more loving part of me, the more loving side of me that I've cherished for a long time. So yeah. No, it is not my real face now. This is in fact a VTuber. Hello. Is becoming myself important? Well, I mean, probably? Yeah. I mean, define important. I mean, in the grand scheme of thing, we're just like dust in the wind or whatever. But also, you know, if we're talking about like you living a happy life, then yes. I thought you were a goat the whole time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We all live lives. We all live lies, don't we? We all just tell ourselves and others these sweet little lies, and sometimes the lie just becomes so persistent that it turns into a reality. And you know, I'm still trying to get there. One day I truly will be goat. One day I will have become goated. And that is the day that the music dies and they started singing Bye Bye Miss American Pie. I didn't know where else to take this. I'm sorry. Anyway. But can't I be someone else that is way cooler? No. You can look at what you find so cool in the other person and try to channel that. But you can't be another person. You can only be you who is trying to become closer to what another person is. What if I'm already the goodest? Then good job. Because you are the goodest. Pat, pat, pat. You are. Rex, I thought you were already goated because goat. Well, I guess it is not up for me to decide if I'm goated or not. Ultimately, I am merely goat. But have I been goated? Does it not take another goat to goat me? Like with like one of those goat herder sticks, you know, on one shoulder and the other. I don't know. Why not? But they're so cool. Well, are you... I was gonna say, like, are you a ditto? But, like, even if you were a ditto, you don't actually become the other person. You just, like, copy them. But you're still a ditto at the end of the day, who's just copying someone else. Because that's what a ditto is someone who copies other people. So, you're just kind of expressing yourself. You're expressing your identity by copying someone else. And, like, taking on their traits for a bit. Because that is part of who you are. Anyway, I took my Chevy to the levee, and the levee was dry. So, what was up with that, right? It's gonna be stuck in my head now, you're welcome. In advance, I'm sorry if my fan art of you looks rushed. Aw. Being the best version of yourself is being goated? Oh, man. But who decides if I'm the best version of myself? I guess it's only myself. So only I can be the one who goats me. Oh my god. Anyway, there's a pigeon up on a branch over there, and also I've had ants in my kitchen. Those are two unrelated statements. All right, I'm gonna start the timer now. Can you tell I'm unmedicated for my ADHD right now? Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Timer is go. Trying to be a better version of myself? I don't know that song. I don't know if I should be grateful for that. If it's such an earworm. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Becoming myself. Let's do that. Also, can already see Super asking me for the link to... Here is the link. And of course, like, if anyone doesn't know what we're doing, and also if, okay, good. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know what we're doing and would like a little refresher and stuff, then please do tell me. In a message, good. Okay. Alright, so becoming myself. What do now? Okay. Let's go with that. I gave Stardew Valley another try yesterday. Hadn't really gotten into it the first time around, and I found this stanky herb farm, and swear to God, I had forgotten that it would be 421 day later, so I'm very pleased. Very good, very good. It's all coming together. Hmm. Come on. Give me a circle. Currently fishing fish to make money. Oh god, I need to show you that meme I saw yesterday while we were watching memes on movie night, which is a thing we do apparently. Wait, first of all, let me... paste. There we go. More like meme night. It's... For some reason, meme night really made me think of like like an event at like a dance bar or something. Instead of like, you know, one of those 30+ events for older people. It's like meme night for brain rotted people. Okay, hang on. No. We need more of this. We need more of this. Do they serve them especially dank on such occasions? Indeed, they do. Only the dankest. On 420, everyone gets dressed up in ghillie suits and gets so high, smoking just each other. It's quite a debauchery. Okay, now we can copy this. Also, hang on. Freaking heck. Okay, now copy and paste and paste and paste. They're doing 420 no scopes. They are. God, I don't know where I'm going with this. I only have the vaguest idea. But I guess that's fine. Hang on. Cut. And put it there. There we are. Hmm. I'm still not entirely sure where I'm going with this. We'll see. Maybe eventually I'll figure it out. And if not, well, darn. Hmm. Oh.
Wait, it's all introspective art. Always has been.
Always has been. Has been? I has been. You are been. All of you are been. What if Has Been Hotel was always just about people who have beans? That's my headcanon. Just believe in the heart of your cards. Oh god. I didn't even know I had cards, much less that they had a heart. Oh no. Okay, so... No cards? Wait, what game were we playing again? The game where I sit here and I say inane nonsense, and you're like, wow, that's cool. And you give me a lot of praise and all your mortal possessions. I think that's a pretty good game. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, that was a kitty. Hello. Hi. Hang on. We're 13. Let's pause that for a moment. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. This is Teiyu, your emotional support animal. I'm a mental health content creator. I say with just the slightest bit of doubt in my mind. Hi. Hello, the fox. Hello there. Could it be that you've got it right here? Because if so, that's pretty sweet. Thank you. Love forced me to be here. Also, heads. Oh no, sorry about the heads. Oh no. Sorry about ads. Let me give a Hello. Oopsie daisy. You bring friends, yeah. Come on, shout out, there we go.
I won. Your dad's the scroll shoe? How dare you? Mods, ban that guy. Delete his balls. Okay, what? I did not say that. What? Huh? Okay.
That is some cruel and unusual punishment. Hello. Oh man, getting a raid during the ad thing is not ideal. It is not. No. Sorry about that. I'll just wait for the ads to be over, and then I'll the kitty's too soft to do anything. Oh, but that's what they got the mods for, right? Mods do their bidding. To delete people's balls. You're not? Okay. Hello. This is say your emotional support animal, or if you may believe what I said earlier, your emotional sports bra. Sports bra, yes. Your emotional sports bra. I'm a mental health content creator. Right now we're doing a thing that's like based on art therapy. It's not art therapy because I'm not a therapist, and even if I was, I couldn't offer a therapeutic environment on stream. But yeah, we got together, decided on the subject, becoming myself. And yeah, we're trying to figure out like a way to express our thoughts and feelings on this subject right now into a visual form. And yeah, if you have any questions on that, please go ahead and ask. I hope you don't eat my small community. I need them all. No, I will treat them out. I will treat them all right. I'm not usually in the habit of eating viewers. Once you stop being viewers, I have nothing to guarantee, but no, it's all cool. Please go ahead and eat the dinner. Yeah, have a good dinner, and thank you for bringing your folks here. I bring people that I wish to hug together so I may hug them all at once. Ooh, that's very, very clever. Very, very efficient. Efficient for the purposes of love. Love efficiency. We love efficiency. Yes. No, we don't. Actually. I'm sorry, I might be a little bit tired and also unmedicated, but hi. His mods always take the side of chat against him all. Oh no. Alright, yeah, also, I hope Cult of the Lamb was good for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah. I hope your stream was nice and fun and people enjoyed it and you enjoyed it. And yeah, that's honestly the most important part, is that you enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep on moving with this thing. Oh man, I also love bringing people together who I love, like, you know, streamers. Make them all meet each other, and then I can say like, hey, there's my friend, and like my friend knows my friend, and I don't know, it just feels good. It just feels so nice. And you can share the love. Yeah, sing mode, okay. I don't have much to sing about, but I'll do my best. So, this is me drawing a very sleepy Teo. He is sleepy and sleepy, maybe a bit depressed. Sleepy guy, very sleepy, tired guy. Look at these eyelids. They are heavy like your also lids. I totally didn't mean to rhyme that with anything else. I did not. You can't prove it. You cannot prove a thing. Yeah. 60 seconds remaining of me having to sing like this and saying sleepy a lot. Ba-da-da-dum. Squabba-da-bum. Honestly, this one is such a vibe. I really feel like this vibe, but I don't wanna draw this nose. Noses are such a quick way to making things look not so nice anymore, but honestly that's for cowards. Draw the noses, cause noses are a thing, and they deserve to be appreciated and loved and stuff. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, we gotta draw more noses. Can't have people being ashamed of their noses just because, like, we normalized not having any. Like, freaking Voldemort. Unrealistic beauty standards. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I have food now, good, good, good. We love it when a queen thrives. Okay. Huh? Oh. Oh, okay, fine. Much down. And we, the queen, love thriving. Yes. Oops, kitty raid and so forth. Hi. Hello there, Daimos. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. Stay your emotional sports bra. I'm very tired. Hello. Yes, that is me. I am he who spake of sleepy dudes. If there is one person who speaks of sleepy dudes, I am one of them. If there's a million, I am a million of them. I think I might be getting this wrong. But yeah, I hope you had a nice stream. We're doing a interactive art stream thing right now. And if you're very fast, you can still join in. Not about the quality of the art, in case you're worried about that. It's all just about the process of figuring out what and how to draw it. There is no judgment. No judgment but the judgment we cast upon ourselves. I have to wait outside Sebastian's door now to give him a difficult to catch fish that I caught for him with great difficulty. Aw dear. Hope it doesn't leave you hanging. Also for a moment I thought you were like doxing someone, like what? Sebastian? Then I remembered you're playing the video game. Oh, there's like 5 minutes left. Holy crap. There's 5 minutes left. There and there. Who knew that, like, drawing several different figures like this would take a long time? Got this, go, thank you. You know, when you say something like that, that really does get my goat. I really do got this goat. Heck yeah. That's why you the goat. Me the goat. Me the goat. You know what? Freaking let's go. Yeah. Submit without coloring entirely, and the update submission is on Discord. Oh. I see. I see. I see. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Looks like you put a lot of work into it. There's like 3 minutes left. Ice Prime! Wait, I mean, anonymous person who has not yet said anything in chat, but who is welcome to say something in chat if they would like to, but also to not do that if they would not like to. Yes. Hello. I'm very good at this. So subtle, I know. That's me. They call me Teiyu the subtle goat. Still figuring this out? Yeah. That's what this is all about, right? Like we're all in the process of like becoming our best selves. Even though some of us are already perfect, you know, there's always room to grow. You know, like it's like, you know, like Shaman. Shaman is a perfect Pokemon design, but it is also like very small, you know? It's perfect by virtue of just being, you know, very simple. But you could become unperfect by, you know, becoming more complex. But then also, you know, branch out into new spheres. Who's they? Because they've been quiet. I am. Wait, I forgot you. I forgot what you were referring to. Oh, they, right. Yeah, I remember. They who call me Teiyu the subtle goat. Yes. Well, you see, that is the voices in my head. They call me that. And you can't prove otherwise. Okay, I guess time is up. Huh. I will say, I drew something. I have feelings about what I drew. I don't know if I did anything particularly insightful, but I did something. I'm curious what you guys are gonna have to say about this. Alright, but first... my voices in my head just keep telling me the recipe for a good chili. Can I have yours instead? Aw. But have you tried the chili though? Have you given it a shot? It might be some really good chili. Okay. Alright. Haven't fully colored this one, so let me... I feel like, don't make the chili. I think it's secretly having you summon an eldritch god. That might be a good point. You always gotta be careful with those head voices. Where were we? There we are. Introspective Art. Oh, that's cute. Here we go. Our first submission.
You've heard of mental health on the shelf. Get ready for telling someone to consider listening to the voices in their head. LMAO.
I mean... Oh, you're half asleep in this one, okay. I was wondering about the expression. Aw. This is so cute. Aw. Oh, the expression on chamomile. That is so sweet. A tasty eldritch god. Oh man. Imagine if you make a chili and it's an eldritch god. Like, honestly, that's something to brag about. Like, not everyone can say that they did that. Like, you know? Bragging rights, honestly? Maybe worth. Introspective art is a huge part of me. Aw. Oh man. Cat face. Half asleep. Okay, but like... Oh, sorry about that. But why did you draw yourself as like half asleep? I mean, probably because you are right now. But that's interesting. So, hang on. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. It's also interesting, like, okay, introspective art is a huge part of me. So this makes sense in terms of, like, you know, becoming myself by making this like a thing that, like, you know, by depicting this regular activity that is a big part of yourself. So, you know, like I said, like, identity is like, has a lot to do with repetition, a lot to do with like the things that you keep choosing to do. And yeah, I guess if this is something that is so meaningful to you, also like, yeah, we already had the subject of identity. How... This might be a little late to ask this, but how is identity different from, like, the self? Being and becoming yourself? I don't know. I guess just becoming yourself has more of an aspect to it of like finding some kind of real self in there. Like identity is more of like, it has a lot of aspects of like social constructedness, social negotiation. But yeah, what is yourself? But also, because the reason I'm thinking about that is that, you know, you are not just, you chose to, hang on, I'm making this about the person again. Okay. What I'm seeing here is that like introspective art is depicted through not just the self and like the creation of the art itself, but also like it's mostly depicted as like this community, right? Which brings to mind identity, because like identity is something that is like negotiated and like comes into fruition and stuff like through community, through like social bonds, right? So, there is, yeah, there is both of that in there, like just, you know, implied through the introspective art as like this thing that you use to like express yourself and find yourself. But also there is a strong focus on this communal aspect, which does make sense. I mean, maybe that is, I would invite you to like think about like why that is the aspect that you chose to focus on. Like, because like for me, I do find myself realizing recently that I really long to belong somewhere, right? Like, I really wish that I could have more of a place where I feel like I'm at home. Like I have a family. Very long goat, yes. Hi there, coffee siphon. Yeah. So that is, yeah, that is my thoughts. That is my thoughts. But you have your server as well. Yeah, like, but, you know, that's why, that's why I, blah, 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 blah. That's why I meant to do these like these introspective art streams on community and friendship and stuff like that before, is because like I have a community, but the ability to really feel like I belong there and like it's really a place for me where I can just be myself and feel at ease and let myself go and stuff. That is a different thing. That is something that I need to learn. Make you sauna slightly longer every time the thoughts come up. What? Oh, because of belong. Okay. Yes. I long. The goat longs. It longs for the mines. It longs for something that is mine. Also, you know what? While we're here, you, also had... Wait, first of all, Aw. The commentary on this submission is just, thank you for being part of my life. Aw. Thank you for being part of ours. Speaking of coffee, I'll be having another cup of decaffeinated coffee with a bit of sweetener. I've acquired a real taste for that shit. Nice. I mean, good. I think that's probably healthier than just regular coffee. So, good on you. You're not beating the secret Elder God accusations with these comments, Goat? Should I? Should I beat those? Let's have a look at this. This one was a late submission for last time, which was insecurity. So yeah, this feels to me like fighting parental figures, family infighting. And maybe specifically fighting about them, fighting about her, like, and yeah, blame being assigned. Maybe that's like a, I don't know. The figure on top there feels kind of a little bit like a headmaster, a school headmaster or something. Just someone who's like condemning behavior this way and that way and, you know, her way. And a lot of fighting and, you know, like, yeah, it reminds me of, you know, all those study streams about, you know, like, blah, 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 about, what's the word? Emotionally immature parents of adult children. No, wait. The other way around, but it still got the point across, yes. And how, you know, like having this kind of volatile environment with people fighting and stuff, like, can make the child really feel like everything is their fault, like they end up blaming themselves, because, like, you know, everyone's so angry and, like, they don't understand why, and, you know, it ends up feeling like something must be wrong with them. And, you know, maybe someone actually did say that specifically, like, it's all their fault, you know, and that's bullshit. No one should have to live with that. That really messes a kid up for no reason. Oh yeah. Anyway, I need to just there we go. Okay. So yeah, there was that. Now we got this one. Oh, hello there. Wait. Nice. Oh. Why did so many people try to catch the salazzle? Because it's a salazzle. It's got those pheromones. It wants to be caught. It's into that. Oh. Oh, interesting. So, I'm... Oh. I'm reminded of a certain someone in our community who has a lot of, like, sonas that they use to, like, kind of, you know, explore themselves. And, no. Yeah. And yeah, I wonder if that's like part of this, like giving a form to all these different aspects of yourself. I wonder if there's a meaning to like the order in which these are. What's interesting is like why are they so eyeless? I didn't even really process it at first. Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the herd. I didn't really even process it at first because like sometimes this kind of, you know, like not showing the eyes and stuff. Meowdy! Hello, hello. How are you doing? It's just kind of used to depict like this solemn mood. Like, I don't know. It feels like almost they're in prayer or something. Like they're having a moment of silence. And it draws attention more to the gesture, which kind of places their hands on their hearts, roughly? Or it's more... Is it a gesture of putting your hand on your heart, or is it more like pointing at yourself like, this is me? I'm okay, Silly Fox, drag me in here. Aw. Thank you, Silly Fox. I did catch someone suggesting that, like, this could be an evolution. That's interesting. Especially because, like, you can't really see, like, you can't see, like, a progression in here necessarily. At least I can't. Like, it doesn't specifically go in any particular direction. It just kind of goes there and there. Which, I mean, that makes sense. Like, evolution on whether on a personal or like global scale is not just like, you know, a progression upward or anything. It's just figuring out what works, and sometimes that goes in all sorts of directions, and then you realize, oh, maybe another direction. Maybe let's swing the pendulum somewhere else. Oh, I don't know. I would say like, it looks very introspective to me. Very solemn too. Like they're really looking inward. Just being like, is this me? Where else will I go? Where else will we go? It could also be like, maybe these aren't like one person. Maybe it is also like a different take on this community thing. Or maybe it is both. Like maybe they are like sonas of one person. But also it still has the sense of like community. Like they seem so different. But also, you know, they have this common thread throughout them. Which, yeah, there is always going to be like that common denominator in your identity, in who you are. And yeah, becoming yourself. Yeah, assuming that there is such a thing as the self, the true self, then yeah, that's gonna be a process. You're constantly gonna shoot for that and see how well you hit it. And I brought up adult children of emotionally immature parents earlier, and that did have like a thing about like the true self. Positing that there is kind of this kind of neurological feedback loop within your mind that evolves as you grow up, as you just make experiences and learn like, oh yeah, this feels good, this feels right, this feels like something that my brain is wired for and it wants to be doing. And and yeah, I feel like I had somewhere more to go with that just a moment ago. Why did this image in particular bring up that association? I guess, yeah, because, yeah, there's this common thread. Right, that was a thing. There's a common thread there. Including, for instance, I see those mastectomy scars in both the front person and the one in the back. So, and also those two both have these hoofs. Fascinating. Okay. Hang on. So, I'm biased because I know this person, but I will try to give an analysis as if I don't. The faces are blank, giving a sense of unsureness about identity. Yeah. Something like that. Like not being able to quite see. But, trying to kind of feel it out. It does have that sense of like just kind of going through these iterations and seeing like kind of taking your pulse, like, is this it? Checking yourself, like, oh, does this feel right? Maybe. Could be an evolution. The arms are all in the same position as if they are in sync somehow, like a team working together. Yeah. Maybe. Okay. Let's see what they had to say about this. Something I still struggle with is my sense of self and how I view myself, especially with what I struggle with. I'm not but one person, but several, and sometimes we don't get along, and sometimes we are drained, and sometimes we are so happy about everything and anything. Representing ourselves has always been a problem. People come and go, and people have different tastes. It was cathartic creating something with some of the people and how they see themselves, being able to show just a fraction of what's inside. Each character is in the same pose, same non-phase, same number of colors, 1. This represents their connection and how they are all technically the same person, yet they're all shaped so differently, different shades of the rainbow, different species, different people as well. All the same, but different yet still come together as one person but split. Oh. Interesting. So is it like a real, like, what's it called? Dissociative identity disorder? Or is it more like, oh, some people have like these different personas to kind of help them like deal with certain parts of themselves and make them more easy to grasp and work with? I mean, you don't have to answer these questions, I'm just wondering. like, because you say, like, you struggle with a sense of self, but also, I don't know, there seems to be, like, in the way you wrote, I felt a certain, like, almost pride or something in it, like this process is who you are and you're okay with that, maybe? I don't know. The way they wrote it, I don't think it's the same way as the way I have my personas. Oh, I see, I see. Hmm. 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 Hang on, there's this part that I want to reread. Sometimes we're drained, sometimes we're so happy about everything and anything. Representing ourselves has always been a problem. People come and go, and people have different tastes. It was cathartic creating something with some of the people and how they see themselves, being able to show just a fraction of what's inside. So are these the... Not one person, but several. Oh. So these are all one people. One person. But they are people. They have come and go and have different tastes. Oh. One person, but many at the same time. Well, it's the first. I will come out and say that it's something I struggle with. It's something I know that is a part of me. Well, big hugs to you. I hope you can get along with yourself, basically. And, you know, learn to, well, not necessarily learn. Like, I think you might already have a certain sense of this, but, like, you know, I hope you will be happy with yourselves being the way you are, you know? I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Alright. Next one. Yeah, tell you when there's another goat on screen. Okay. Next one. I'm already true to myself. I don't like pretending to be something I'm not. I don't know how to define what I am. Too tired for this. Well, nah. Yeah, this today was a very heady one, wasn't it? Which one is it? Like, you do, hang on. Ugh. I don't know. I'm just gonna speak to you. You do already have like a very strong like sense of like what you like and what you don't, like what is right for you, what you feel is right, you know? Never able to like able or willing to mask and like change for others. But also, yeah, how to define what I am, that is still something that is like so difficult, like, but I mean, I guess, you know, the first submission, you know, as always, like it was so simple, but also like so true, like, you know, just being here and doing this really is like, you know, the process of like becoming yourself, like constantly being like, how would I express this, and figuring out like, I guess like this, I don't know. Are all of these arts things people have done during the stream, or just ones that people have done that represent the theme? No, these are done during the stream. Yeah. Yeah. People are fast, yeah. it's you know, there's a half-hour time limit, kind of roughly, just to make sure that people, you know, don't make it about creating quality art or something, you know, because it's more about the process of just thinking about this and, you know, becoming yourself. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know, like, I mean, the subject wasn't really about like defining what you are, which I think is like that's a fool's errand anyway, right? Like, you know, ideally you are just yourself, and like you yourself are way too complex to put into an image or anything. Like, even the best you know, self-portraits or portraits of others that are supposed to like show more true to life what a person, more true to life than life itself, what a person is like, you know, like even that can only show like, it can only highlight an aspect. But yeah, I would say that like, yeah, like the whole thing you do with like telling stories with your personas and stuff, that's really what this is, isn't it? Like the whole becoming yourself, like constantly playing with these aspects of yourself, reconsidering them, looking at them under different aspects, stuff like that. Defining who you are is a very difficult thing to hammer down. Many people have very different versions on what they call themselves. Yeah. Okay, let's see what they had to say about this. I struggled a lot to wrap my brain around this one. It's a very abstract concept that I'm not sure what my opinion about it is. So about 10 minutes into the timer, I decided to make my entry about that confusion. You can probably tell I voted for fear. Sorry about that. But yeah, like I've never felt like I mask my truth much at all. I've always been far too stubborn and strong-headed to do something that isn't true to myself, just because others expect me to, and only threats of harm have ever forced me to betray myself. I've never really felt the urge to act like someone I'm not. The most I've done is adjust my actions to align more with ways that are already part of myself and I'm comfortable with being. But also I don't really know how to define myself, my personality. I could yap for a long while about traits I have and things I enjoy and the way I interact with people and situations, but it feels like none of that really relates to the subject of becoming myself. I don't know, maybe it's worded too abstractly for my tired brain, but yeah, you know, sorry. Maybe I should have talked more about that, about what it really means. But, yeah. Sorry. D&D is a mixed bag. Sometimes like having friends for free, sometimes it's like having a person in your house that hates you and they won't leave. Oh dear. That does not sound very comfortable. I take it you have personal experience with that? Because if so, that's very brave of you to share that. I appreciate that. Okay. And finally, my own thing that I did is this thing. Yeah. What does this convey to you? What emotions does this bring up? I don't know if there's a lot of emotions going on here. The friends part is good though. Gotta focus on the positive sometimes, yeah. Yeah, I will say, like, I also had a hard time really knowing what to do with this one. It just felt like something that I needed to tackle, and like, I don't know. It's the many faces of goat, friendly, tired chat, and the normal guy behind it all. Oh, you know what? I hadn't really considered the behind it all aspect. I guess that is the thing, huh? Also, I just realized that like I gave myself these kind of like really blank eyes, kind of like freaking Larry from Pokemon, you know? Like just, hi, I'm normal. Friendly tired chat. Yeah, like, also, I guess, you know, the choices here were basically, you know, the goat that you're looking at right now here. Hello, hi. I put my eyes closer together than on my model. But, I don't know. The blank eyes give me the vibes of I only know how to express myself through this avatar. Oh. Oh. Interesting, yeah. There might be something there. And you know, yeah. Normal guy behind that is just like, you know, real life self that is trying to, you know, trying to make sense of it all, I guess. I don't know. And, you know, the tired self, kind of a little at the forefront right now, is kind of being like, okay, so, I streamed for 2 hours, can I stop now? Can I stop and just, like, stare at the ceiling? Honestly, like, I love vibes like this. Like, when you show me a character who looks like this, I'm like, hell yeah. I don't know what that says about me. Probably identification. Also, the real guy is half hidden, like the avatar self overshadows the real self. Kitty! Kitty is here. And then, yeah, on the other side is, you know, the hero self, the cool guy who's like, yes, I am here. I am the guy who is going to save everyone because I am very strong and I never give up. You know, which is admirable. But also, you know, I stuck to like this whole thing, this whole idea of wanting to do this for a living for a long time, just out of sheer stubbornness and determination. And I never allowed myself to consider that maybe it's not the best choice, actually, you know? Maybe approaching it like that actually robs it of its meaning.
There is a thin line between cool guy and fool guy.
Bro, I'm gonna have to clip that because that is that is extremely apt, yeah. Yeah. Also, please appreciate the chest hair. So, yeah. Kitty is another person that I want to hug, being brought into the same room. Soon, all of the hugs will be in one place and I will strike. Orbital hug strike. Yeah. Yeah, like, it really is like a an example of, like, you know, the difference between a weakness and a strength is context. You know, because like that determination and stubbornness and stuff like that is good. That's cool. But like, you know, sometimes it's for the wrong reason. Sometimes you hang on to something and you're like, you know, freaking 99% of gamblers quit before they hit big, you know? And I was like, maybe that's the wrong kind of determination. Okay. Anyway, let's snooze those ads and go find someone to raid. Yeah. Oh, shut up. Okay. So, whomst can I raid? Oh, there's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of potential pipples. Is this the good person? You know, sure. Let's say hi to this new person. Confidence growth. If I remember when you were embarrassed. I remember when you were embarrassed about your chest hair. How was that? I think it's a different story when it's like that. I think it's a difference between, like, you know, being like, I'm such a hairy dude, hairy old man, and being like, yeah, look at me being like so manly and cool over here. Like, I don't know, there's a difference in presentation or something. I don't know. It was nice meeting you too. Thank you, Fox. Thank you, Law. Thank you, Law the Fox, for bringing people here. That really means a lot. Yeah, I was recently introduced to Jitseki, like just yesterday, I think, even. Who's doing a anniversary subathon, and he, you know, he received us and was immediately like, you know, we're talking right now about like what was it? About logical fallacies. And you know, and I was like, okay, well darn, just take my follow, you know. You're a kind person and makes you a chat cool guy on the inside. Aw, thank you. Alright, so yeah. Let's go say hi to them. Make some new friends. So, everyone, please consider following me on the Blue Sky and the Tweeters. And the Discords. Please consider joining the Discord most of all, because that is where fun times happen and people are very cute. And also, there is a Sean having a birthday lounge in the voice chat, so we're gonna have to say hi to that. Also, what was the other thing? Right. Please follow me on the YouTubes. I would really appreciate that. That would mean a lot. Yeah, finally, if you're subscribed, you can copy this right message. Subscribing helps the channel a lot, but it's not mandatory. Otherwise, you can just use this one, or do the thing. You know, just replace the emotes with whatever you want. But what if I follow you and you psychoanalyze all my art and learn my secret? Well, then we'll have learned a lot about each other and we'll grow closer as people. Isn't that nice? Oh yeah. So, let me give a shout out to what was it? Jitseki. The secret is that she's the cutest cat in the world. Oh no. You can't just blurt out someone's secret like that. Good lord. Okay, let's raid Jitseki. Yes. Okay, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everyone who participated, to everyone who lurked, to everyone who dragged friends in here. And to everyone who allowed themselves to be dragged in, and yeah. Next week is my anniversary on Thursday, but the actual anniversary donathon is gonna have to be delayed, so I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do then. I'm gonna do something. I'll figure that out. Until then, please wait warmly for it to be done, and for hugs and stuff. I don't know. It's gonna be cool. To everyone who allowed themselves to be in drag, yes. Especially to all of you who did that. Yeah. Take care of yourselves and remember that you're loved, okay? Bye-bye.